Hello, everyone. This is Mr. Mac. I just want to let you know, I think you're going to enjoy becoming a little bit more of a content creator this semester, right? With some of these challenges in digital communication, you're going to get your chance to put your hands on different programs and use them to solve some graphical problems for people, but mainly jump between having fun with some art, some design, and also those functional solving problems for your clients that gets the message out. Gets out a call for action so they can come back to you, whether it's a poster, a brochure, a video, a podcast, audio, graphics. It's all right there under the umbrella of digital graphic design, which is kind of expanded now with the help of AI. So being a content creator and using these tools really can be transferable skills that are going to take you to different places that maybe you never thought of. So I'm going to be there all the time, and we'll start on a lot of these assignments in class to help you get started. And this is me, Mr. Mac, turning it over to some of my AI assistants here who have a little better voice than me, and some videos that I've created on some specific topics that I want to emphasize. And I created them like in Notebook LM. Just want to let you know. So I'll share some of that in those tools that I've used to create some of these topics with you also as far as videos. So we'll be covering a little bit of everything. So I'll talk to you soon. This is Mr. Mac out. Watch this video.
You are beginning to learn a powerful set of skills for creating content, and I am so glad you're here. Design is a functional tool. While we often focus on the style or the decoration of a page, the real work happens beneath the surface. Your goal is to solve visual problems. You are taking a blank space and building something new to ensure a message is delivered clearly, guiding how another person experiences your information. There is a specific kind of focus that comes with this work. When you immerse yourself in the mechanics of a visual problem, the outside world tends to fade away, leaving you in a zone where you are simply focused on finding the right solution. To reach that level of focus, you need a framework. Learning design is about mastering an invisible system that allows you to direct a viewer's attention exactly where it needs to be. Let's start with the absolute simplest building block in your toolkit, the line. It is easy to overlook, but it is one of the most versatile tools you have. Look at this stark white canvas. A single, crisp black line instantly brings structure to the emptiness. It divides the space. Now, that same line morphs into a frame. It acts as a pathway, drawing your eye exactly where to look first. Once that structure is in place, we can introduce color. Color is how we add emotion and impact to a layout, but it also helps us stay organized. This color wheel shows how different shades relate to one another. We use cool monochromatic shades, variations of the same color, to create balance. But if we switch to a contrasting pair from opposite sides, the energy of the design changes instantly. Lines and colors provide the raw materials. However, their true power is only unlocked when we arrange them using specific rules. One of the most important rules is contrast. Contrast is what gives a design its energy. It happens whenever two or more elements on a page are different from one another. Look at this gray circle by itself. Without other elements, we don't know its scale or importance. But when a smaller, darker circle appears next to it, the contrast in size and shade creates meaning, instantly showing us where to focus. Our eyes are naturally drawn to these differences. By creating clear contrast, you make complex information easier to navigate and ensure your most important messages stand out. Contrast is the foundation for everything we build. It allows us to move into the most critical principle of design. That principle is hierarchy. Mastering hierarchy will change how you approach every design. You can think of it as a ranking system for information. The primary goal of any design is to transfer knowledge to the viewer. Hierarchy organizes that information so the transition of knowledge is seamless and easy to follow. Before you begin, you must decide the order of the journey. What should the viewer notice first? What comes next? And where do they exit? Watch these shapes rearrange into a clear structure. Giving the top element massive scale creates an entry point, guiding the eye downward. Notice the bottom block light up. This distinct exit point ensures the final action stays in memory longest. When you establish this timeline from the entry to the exit, you take the guesswork out of the design. The message becomes clear because you have mapped the path for the viewer. Using these tools effectively requires a constant search for new ideas. A designer is always looking for inspiration to fuel their work. Inspiration provides the motivation to create. When you find an idea that excites you, it gives you the creative energy needed to solve the next visual problem. To find those ideas, you have to step away from your desk, clear your head, and look at how design functions in the real world. Study the labels on packaging, the signs in a store, or the layout of a magazine. Ask yourself why they were designed that way and how those choices make you feel as you interact with them. You now have the framework to see the world through the eyes of a designer. By using lines, colors, contrast, and hierarchy, you can communicate bold ideas and shape how people see the world around them. Let's get to work.